Welcome back, everybody, to the I Want to Meet LeBron James podcast.
Back.
Welcome back, yeah.
Has it already been going on?
Well, yeah, I've been videoing you from afar for a while.
Well, yeah. You caught some interesting business there then.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see me? I popped through that hole in the wall.
That was you?
Yeah, that was me, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I try not to look at what comes out that hole.
So I've had this whole place bugged for the last year.
Mate.
And then I've been watching you, and then now I eventually get you on. This is how they should have ended the Truman Show, quite frankly.
Yeah, I mean, forget that painted wall and the boat and all that stuff. Just have you crop up and be like, yeah, this is a fucking...
Do you reckon they've been filming in... What's this place? This place is called Chorlton Cum Hardy.
Chorlton Cum Hardy.
That's a real name of this place.
Yeah, that is... I don't know who Hardy is, why someone had to come all over Hardy so much. I don't know why they felt that necessary, but yeah, man.
Why is ejaculate warrant a whole suburb? Yeah, we don't know. But that's fair enough, yeah.
Coming all over this bag.
I slipped 5 times on the way here, just saying. I was like,
whoa!
Morrison's,
exactly. Yeah, Morrison's is the worst for it. It's jizz all over the place.
All over. To be honest, would you slip on? I feel like you'd stick, maybe even, I don't know. Once it got wet, if it rained, you're sticking.
Yeah, I mean,
if
you get it fresh,
yeah.
But then it dries hard, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It dries quick and it
LeBron's
dries
gonna love all this.
Yeah. LeBron never talks publicly about jizz, like that I've seen.
And the physics behind it.
He must have thoughts about this.
Oh, for sure.
Or is that the difference between him and us? That he's actually like grinding at the gym and someone's like, hey, what do you say about cum? He's like, I've got no time for that. I've got to put shots up right now. I own fucking Liverpool. I'm buying a team in Vegas. I don't have time for jizz.
That's the plan. The Vegas team, innit? Or whichever. I don't know if it's hard to say on Vegas, but I think it's just a team in general, isn't it?
Plenty of jizz in Vegas. There's tons of it.
I'm trying to move us off that. You keep bringing us back.
I thought you wanted to go like hard onto that. All right, I'm sorry. The Vegas.
Would I let LeBron come in my face? Good question.
I mean,
to be honest,
questions.
Oh, that's a tough one actually. I don't know because
you want to meet him.
I know, but I mean, but then he's like, if he comes in my face, he's not going to respect me, is he? I feel like
no, he probably would. Well, I don't know, but he loves his wife, and I'm sure he's done that to her.
That's true. To be honest, yeah, high school sweethearts. You know what I mean? I don't think he's coming in here, Savannah's.
No, do you reckon, that's the thing I don't understand about athletes getting married young. They all do it. Like, you should be fucking.
I know.
You're an athlete.
But then there's Kobe though at the other end of it as well.
Yeah.
Don't fuck that much.
But he shouldn't have got caught doing that so early. You know, he's ruined.
It's your problem.
He's ruined
with his bad lawyer.
Yeah, come on. You could have had another good few years of that until you got. Yeah.
No, but that is true though, because there is a few in like sports, you know what I mean? Even with like Tiger and stuff like that, got married early and that, and cheating on them ruthlessly, you know what I mean? Just don't get married.
You're gonna do it anyway. Exactly, don't get married.
And then it's like, what do you think women are gonna be throwing themselves at? You think you're getting high school pussy, college pussy,
all that
NBA pussy? You know
all of it's an option. All pussy in my life expires after a point. Like I
love that you're so serious with it every time.
No, it's true though, because I meet a girl, maybe something will happen or whatever. Yeah. Or there's some kind of interest, and then I can pop my head back a couple of years later. I'm like, how's it going? Like, fucking nothing. There's nothing for you here. You're a thing of the past. I've been married 3 times since we got together.
Yeah. So you were in that scenario. You're the groupie.
No, it's a time.
They're the athlete. She's the athlete. You're one of the groupies.
No, I guess I could be like, yeah.
You're like tying your cum into a condom and running out with it for some reason. I don't know why you're keeping it. You're trying to throw it at her when she's naked.
Can you squirt into this, please? I got it. Why are you holding a condom down there? Yeah, just nothing. That's nothing. Don't kink shame me. Don't yuck my young.
Don't yuck my cum.
Don't yuck your cum.
Title this episode, by the way. Don't yuck your cum.
This is going to be.
There's some episodes where I think this would actually help me meet him. There's some like this where I'm like, if he sees this, I'm the restraining orders. Yeah.
Do you reckon he's seen it? I mean, you must get asked this a lot. Do you reckon that he must? There's so much content about LeBron James.
Exactly.
This is a drop in the ocean, or is it? Or is this a major piece?
the reason I think he might have seen it is because you remember the bubble 2022 playoffs, Lakers win, all that sort of shit. The second hardest championship of all time, I reckon, after 2016.
Or
whatever.
You could think what everyone else thinks and call it the Mickey Mouse.
No. You know, like mentally there, you know what I mean? You can't. There's no release.
I agree.
It's basketball. You know what I mean? You can't even see your family, all that sort of stuff. Obviously the fans not there, but that goes either way. That's like you don't have to support for home. But then on the like when you're playing away, it's not as tough. You know what I mean? So cancel each other out. Exactly. Yeah. You got all the weird TVs and shit like that and stuff. But that was July because it was my birthday and I got a cameo from Danny Green. My mate bought me like a cameo from Danny Green, and he was at the Lakers at the time, and he said he was like just like you got a podcast, that's cool, and then he plugged his podcast as well, which I thought was
Danny
funny.
Green's got a podcast.
And he said, I've got a podcast, The Green Room, check it out. I'm like, you're plugging your podcast in my cameo, you piece of shit.
To one person.
Exactly. So and then maybe it might have came up like, I just done a cameo for this kid in Liverpool.
Danny Green didn't get to talk to LeBron. No way.
What are you on about? He started shooting cards.
Well, you get like 1 corner 3 a game. You don't get to talk to LeBron in the Lakers.
But that was my hope that in the bubble, what else is going on? Maybe they watched it or something. You know what I mean, or whatever.
With nothing else to do.
Yeah, exactly.
They were like, he's like,
the bottom of the YouTube pool.
Imagine if he listened to your podcast and didn't watch Danny Green, or didn't bother with Danny Green.
Oh, I love that.
He had a choice.
He's
got half an hour. He's like, fuck Danny Green's one. What's this random Scouser kid?
Well, Danny Green, all he talks about is catch and shoot. That's it. He never talks about putting the ball on the ground.
I caught it and, took a shot.
You wouldn't believe it, I missed it.
Yeah, exactly. I thought Danny Green was really good for a short time because I just saw him in one game.
Spurs, you mean Spurs, Danny Green, or Lakers?
No, this was in Lakers because I wasn't really paying attention to basketball when I was on the Spurs. I kind of left basketball for a long time. Left it. I wasn't part of it. I wasn't in the industry.
You and Michael Jordan, they both talk about your 2 years of retirement.
He retired.
That's
I went
so
to
baseball.
I went to baseball. I left the game. The game of basketball.
Yeah, exactly. You just didn't pay for league pass for 2 years. That was pretty much it.
And they're looking at it like, he's gone.
He's gone.
His £15 is gone. And then, ding! Oh, he's back.
So you left the...
Yeah, I was like, this guy Danny Green. Okay, yeah. And I just saw one game where he just hit like about 3 threes. So I was like, he's pretty good.
Yeah. And then you're like, and then he became unplayable.
Yeah.
Quite frankly. And the Sixers, he's awful.
Yeah, he's got
it. So I reckon he might have seen it then, but also that was my birthday weekend, so my Instagram stories, if he did look at my Instagram, I don't know if he would have saw the pod and went to that. It was mayhem. It was, you know what I mean? It was me hammered, all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean?
What, in July 2020? What were you doing? Where were you?
I was in Australia.
You were in Australia?
Yeah. So it was back, it was still COVID there. I think we went bowling, because that was one of the things we could do, so we got day drunk, went bowling, it was sick, like we got hammered and all that sort of stuff. So then I don't know if he would have saw the stories or whatever. But I mean, if he hears my accent, that's my in. He's a Liverpool fan. He was at the final. He was at the Paris final with Kevin Love.
Yeah,
of all people.
Saw that.
Yeah, and the fucking...
Kevin Love's a big football fan, isn't he? Like a soccer
I assume
fan.
So, yeah. Because I mean, they haven't been on the same team for ages, so I'm assuming
they were in the gym the other day.
Yeah. Oh, they was,
They were in the gym today.
And then Chris Brackley. What's that place called again?
What, the gym that they were at? Or
Yeah, it's Chris Brackley, isn't it? It's got a name though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's where they do the open runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what
it's like called. Him and Mello started or whatever, I can't remember what it's called out, but it's like in New York or something like that.
That's sicko business, knowing the name of that.
That's sicko.
That's basketball sicko business.
If anyone can put the P.O. box in the comments, that'd be great. No, the open runs there in Chino Hines. I know that one.
Chino Hines.
Is the Chino Hills or something? Yeah,
no, Chino Hines. I think it's the name of the guy. Is the Chino? Is it Chino Hines who runs it?
No, that's got to be a suburb. No.
What's a Hine?
What's a Come Hardy? What are you talking about?
You ever been to the Come Hardy runs?
Yeah, the Come Hardy.
Christian Wood at the Come Hardy runs.
What do you reckon about? Let's get into that because obviously you love your white players, don't you? You love your white players.
I prefer if we could go back to the 40s. I want Bob Cousy, Bob Pettit, basically all Bobs. There's no black people called Bob.
There's Robert Williams, but you can't call him Bob. You have to call him Time Lord. You have to give a nickname if he's black. Yeah, you can't call him.
If he's a Rob, he's got to have a third on there.
Oh, you already know.
By the way, that's not true. I love all colours of players, as long as it's black or white. No one else. No.
Yeah, exactly. You love Jeremy Lin, do you?
Yeah, no Lins. No, I miss Lin. I listened to a podcast about Jeremy Lin. It was sad because it's like
he got a ring. Fuck him. He got a ring.
Yeah, that's true.
And he should have been. Was he so good, or was he?
It was just
have a good few games.
Yeah,
because he never translated to the Lakers to Houston. You know what I mean? It was like.
It was just on the Knicks, basically.
That was it, yeah, literally.
And if you do anything nearly good on the Knicks, people go absolutely
wild.
My Lord, like that first game of the season, and everybody, and there's all that video, the Bing Bong and all that, like those guys.
Which this season?
This season, the first game against Boston.
Oh, because they had the playoff, they had a little bit of a playoff run. So
that's it. So the first game of the season was them, and the Knicks beat the Celtics, and they were like going insane, and then that was it. That was the peak. But yeah, Christian Wood, I'm pretty happy with it. I think like some people talking about how he's got no defense and everything, and the one thing that does worry me.
He's young, isn't he? How old is he?
No, he's not that young. He's like 26. So he's kind of like. Because he's been around a bit, like he's been on a few teams.
And I reckon he's just 2 years ago where he was kind of, you could have said all-star, like he was at fucking Orlando still or whatever, you know, in shit team or whatever.
It was not, but this season was like a bit of a down because they're kind of moving away from him.
He started strong though.
Yeah.
He had a few fairly, like I think I had him in my all-star team like for a bit, you know what I mean? Like,
no, he was sick, especially at the beginning of last season. As well, like he was really good.
He had a few 15 games and stuff like that for sure, yeah. I reckon he'd be good with Luka, you know what I mean? Because he never really had a big man, you know what I mean? You had Powell, who's you can't throw him into the post, you know what I mean? He's just catching lobs and he's just blocking shots.
He's a really good screener. Yeah, to be fair, I was just watching highlights from the playoffs and it's like so many.
You watching Powell? How they exist?
I was watching Luka highlights, which are basically Powell screening highlights as well. Because everything Luka does when Powell's on the floor, he's there setting screens, so three screens and hitting a lot of lobs. I don't remember him hitting that many lobs in the playoffs, but they did it a lot.
That's to be honest, they kind of cut away that factor if anything. But
I mean, otherwise he's pretty useless. Yeah.
So, no, but you kept it. So you'd have him as power forward, I'm assuming, and then you've got Wood as centre.
Well, yeah, I mean,
or you switch him,
you could play it either way, but I mean, because they go small quite a lot, and I think if they're going small, they would have Finney Smith at the 4, and Christian, and have Wood at the 5, because Wood can do Powell's thing of the screening, catching lobs, and he can also do the Kleber thing of popping and doing threes. So like, he's a good gap bridge between those two. But I don't know what they're going to do next. I think they are going to do more.
Oh, they're going to have to. Well, they were talking about Rudy Gobert, so obviously they've got their centre now, so I guess they're going after more shooters, a small forward or something, I guess.
Well, yeah, it's a wing player.
It's Reggie Bullock, he was, you know what I mean? He won some games in the playoffs, you know what I mean? Like tough really nose, good. 3 and D, but I mean, like...
He's streaky.
Yeah.
Offensively. But he's a really good defender.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He's a really good defender. Him and Finney Smith, but they played 42, 43 minutes a game in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So they need another rotational player there. Otherwise, those guys, because they were just gassed by the end of it.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
You know, when you're not used to going all the way to the end of May. That's like...
Oh, for sure. And then you got
to hit the Warriors. And they know
exactly. I was about to say that.
They're ready. That's when they start peaking. Is about end of May. They're like, right, okay, it's time to get serious now. And everyone else is like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Luka's dying. The man's like,
I mean, Luka is like you can't speed him up. You can't slow him down. You know what I mean? Like even you put any defender on him, really. You know what I mean? You put like a PJ Tucker, you know what I mean, like a stocky dude or something. You put like a guard on him, you know what I mean. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Like he's just operating on his own pace. Like
that's
put
it.
Kawhi on him, put a healthy Kawhi on him. You know what I mean. He's like he'll make it tough for him, but he's still gonna do what he does.
Yeah, I mean Kawhi's good, and Wiggins did him pretty well. Like he's never gonna be as athletic as those guys.
Nah.
Athletic.
Yeah.
He's never gonna be as athletic as them though. But like. There's no, you know, when you meet that guy, and there's someone's just fucking strong.
Yeah.
I guess he's
country
like
strong.
Country strong.
That's like Stephen Adams'
That's
legs.
it,
Like
exactly.
you're not moving that ball. Yeah.
Well, Stephen Adams is country strong plus like gym strong times like
Moana strong.
Yeah, that's it.
Aquaman
there's nothing
strong,
stronger
yeah.
than someone who's like he's literally a god. That guy.
Oh yeah, and then the nicest guy ever. Do you reckon he gave up too much for Wood or what?
We did. No. Like
I mean, the Bowman that's got to hurt because I mean he's team morale, isn't he?
There's theories that they're going to try and get Boban back. I've seen that, and I kind of like that.
That's the internet going crazy. I feel like.
I don't know. This was from some pretty pretty good Mavs YouTubers. You know,
Woj? Oh, was this a Woj?
Woj wouldn't drop that. It's not like verified.
Yeah.
It's not that. But there's people being like, okay, he's on the expiring. They've kind of got rid of these guys, but obviously, Houston's now got 4 expiring Mavs players on their roster, so. They're going to move around, and obviously we got to fill up some roster spots.
Yeah.
We're pretty low, but so there's stuff to do. Yeah, I mean,
you didn't really lose anything apart from like that, you know what I mean? Which is like, you know what I mean? He's not contributing on the floor, but everybody loves him, you know what I mean? Like he's hilarious.
And I'm sad they didn't play him a bit more because there's minutes for him.
I know, because it's like, is it just because he's so slow? Is it because he's like, I mean, he's 8 feet tall or something, isn't it? So it's like, what are you on about? You can't play him, but he just can't get up and down the floor fast enough, can he?
Nah, that's the thing. But like, if you give him time to get in there, you can't. Like, the thing is, he's not quite strong enough to be like. Because you see him playing, they throw the ball in, and he's just like, he's just got it. There's no one who can touch him. And he can post up, but he's just not quite strong enough to like dominate over someone.
Just to actually throw
over a 7 foot centre. He's 7'4". Like he doesn't quite like. Which is frustrating because he can play basketball. Like he's not just.
I mean, he's been in the league now for a while now. You know what I mean? Like, and then he came late because he was like Europe. You know what I mean, and stuff like that.
He played in Serbia for quite a long time.
His stats there probably. You know what I mean?
He was the 30-point guy.
Oh yeah, 30 and 20 or something.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to take a step back and stuff. But he's a bit of a BFF slut, isn't he? Because now they're saying him and Doncic are BFFs, but it was the Toby and Bobby show, wasn't it? You know what I mean? So
and
what's going on there?
If he does stay on the Rockets, who's it going to be next?
Exactly.
I mean, he's like
he's like the
Kyle Legacy of basketball. He's like everybody's friend. He knows
everyone. There you go. And he's shit at basketball. He can't dominate the paint. You know what you're saying?
Yeah, but he's a good,
he can catch the ball.
Yeah. Keen, do all kinds of things that you don't really need much on the floor. No, I'm talking about his social skills.
Well, I appreciate that. What have you seen him? You've seen him in like John Wick and stuff. You've seen him.
Did you watch Hustle?
Yeah, I was just about it. It was sick, wasn't it?
So good.
It was so good. If you haven't watched that yet, the Adam Sandler movie. Hustle, even if you're not a basketball fan, like it's just a sick movie, and it's like uncut gems. If you're not a basketball fan, you still enjoy that, you know.
But not as stressful as
Uncut Gems.
And you could probably, if you had kids or like mums and dads, you could watch it and not be worried about it. But I do wonder what it's like not a basketball fan watching that. I feel like it would still be really good.
Well, it's like I mean, I'm not like I remember the Titans, you know what I mean? Because that was a whole fucking race thing and stuff like that. That was more serious. But I mean, like I've watched baseball movies, NFL movies, you know what I mean? Where it's like I don't give a shit, but I mean it's just a good story, isn't it? You know what I mean?
I was on the bus the other day, and
he's doing bits.
I'm doing bits. I'm cutting it. So guys, I was on the bus. I was sat next to this guy on the coach back from, I can't remember where it was, from London I think. Yeah. And there's this chap, and he was on his iPad. He was watching like First Take, and like he was watching. It was just before the finals started, and I was like, oh yeah, you're watching the finals. So I started talking to him about basketball.
Oh, nice.
And it was fun, man. It was cool. He was a really nice guy, and blah blah blah. And then he started.
He knows his stuff as well. Well, if you're watching First Take, he knows his stuff.
That's the thing.
That's not your. That's a proper basketball fan show.
Exactly. I could see his YouTube history, and there was a lot of stuff. Like, okay.
A lot of skip.
That's it. A lot of skip. Tons of Skip Bayless, just like there. But he started, and then it's a bit like Patrick Mahomes, isn't it? When he does this, I'm like, okay, I have no idea. He started going in. He was a British guy, but he started talking about American football. I was like.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Brady!
Like Mahomes, football.
That's it.
I didn't have the heart to tell him that I can't be asked with American football. One day.
You just had to pretend to be asleep for the next 4 hours. It's just so awkward. You're like, God damn it, I don't really want to watch the game. But
just turn away from him and look out the window.
If he says anything about yards, I don't know.
No yards for you.
Uncut Gems, just quickly though, I get you with the stressful stuff. You remember this? I was just talking about this the other day with my mate, because I want to rewatch it. The whole bet, it was like, what would it be, like a 20-leg multi or something like that, I guess.
I don't remember what it was.
It was a 20-leg multi, but they had to win the tip. That was the first leg of it.
That's
that's crazy. So I remember he went to tip and he's like, we won the tip, we're good. And the guy's like stuck in the box, like, no, the what?
I was playing this thing on 2K against the 2008 Celtics team.
Yeah.
And I had to play this game
big three.
5 times, a big 3.
Yeah.
And fucking KG always won the tip, so it's not such a bad day. It might be a good way to pack out an.
And you're smashing wide as well.
I'm going on triangle. I'm like, with my. I've got like.
KG always got it.
KG always got it, man.
That's
KG can. He's got hops.
Yeah, that's true.
In 2008.
Yeah, in 2008, doesn't matter.
Is it set? No, it's set in like 2009, 10, isn't it? Because he's already got the ring.
Oh yeah, he's already got the ring.
Yeah, because he's got
so
the
it's
ring.
the year. Is it 2000? No, it's 2009. He gets injured, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's 2010 when he's back in.
2010, he goes back to the finals. Yeah. Iguodala Sixers and all that. Yeah.
It's a good film. That was a good film. I do want to watch it again.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's sick. But Hustle I love because Anthony Edwards. That was not scripted. That was him. He literally just said, "Yo, go out there and be a dickhead." And he's like, "All right, then." Yeah, so.
He's good. He's good for that, man.
He is, though, isn't he?
I love that. Like didn't even audition. It was just
really.
Well, he auditioned, I think, but like Juancho Hernan Gomez, who played the lead role, was like, "Oh, I know the right guy for this character." Because they've been on the Timberwolves together, and he just
that's true. Yeah.
Like,
where is he now? Is he at Hornets?
He's now on the Jazz.
The Jazz, okay. Yeah.
Bench riding for the Jazz.
Yeah,
he was in the Celtics.
Has he got a brother as well?
Yeah, Willie, Gomez. Yeah.
Is he the better brother or is he the younger brother? I guess.
I think he's the better player. I think.
Yeah.
Because he definitely gets more minutes, but he's on the Pelicans. I don't know what the difference that makes. But Juancho gets a ring. Because he was on the Celtics for the first half of the... Oh no, he doesn't because they lost.
What are you...
He was going to get a ring.
I was about to say...
repeating what Adam Sandler said a couple of weeks ago. I've changed some of it, but not everything.
No, but that didn't work because he was second round draft pick. He was like... He's still young as well, so he looks like a college player and shit like that, you know what I mean? I love a basketball movie with actual basketball in it though.
Yeah,
that's what you want, isn't it? Like Coach Carter a bit above the rim. That had some decent basketball.
Above the rim was sick. I've got the vinyl of the soundtrack of that somewhere.
Oh, that would be a fire soundtrack. I mean, all two.
Well, Regulators on it. Nate Dogg and Warren G. That's what I was
really?
from. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why I bought it because I was like, wait a minute. You know, you got that MP3 and it's like the wrong title.
Oh yeah.
And it's like Above the Rim. I'm like, oh shit, I've got to watch that. So I got the DVD, watched the film. I was like, oh yeah, this was years ago. And then I finally got the
Tupac Shakur, baby.
Yeah, loads of Tupac on there. Obviously, because he was in it, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was Birdman or Birdie, weren't he? Or something?
Birdie, that's it.
He kills Birdie Mac in it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's got everybody in it, isn't it?
Is Birdie Mac a crackhead in it?
Yeah.
Birdie Mac's really good at being like a...
That's scary, you motherfuckers. Yeah. Like, what? You better be.
Oh, man. Birdie Mac.
What a legend. So you reckon Luka will get a ring? What do you reckon he'll finish? Because right now the best European player of all time is still Dirk, is it, you reckon, or is it Giannis?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be Dirk. Really,
it's
until
Giannis,
just
longevity, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, until Giannis kind of hits something else.
Yeah.
But I
don't know.
Luka
will retire the best.
I mean, I think he's better than Dirk, but then I wasn't.
Got a big accolade. You got to throw.
But his potential is better.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know if this. I think the thing with Giannis is like he's getting better at the shooting and stuff like that. So, because he's just such a powerhouse. And he's very talented, and I love him. I think he's an awesome player, and I love him as a guy. But I don't know if he's got that same magic. He's a good mate of mine. When I left the league, it was really difficult to say goodbye to Giannis.
You still see the every year.
Yeah, just grab. We share a G.
That's how I'm gonna start talking on this pod. So when I do see LeBron, it's resistance. Yeah.
LeBron's been asking me to turn up to Vegas, help him get the team set up.
He wants me to go and try out or something. I don't know. I got bad knees.
I actually cried when Giannis won last year.
What?
Not cried as in like violently, but I was watching it on my little laptop. I had COVID. Me and Skylar had COVID, and we'd gone to a hotel because it was depths of summer. And we were like, right, we're just gonna because there was no air conditioning. We were both fucking dying. We got to just have some relief. Well, we're in here, and it was so hot, so horrible. We both had deep, like nasty COVID. So we just kind of pretended we didn't. Went to this hotel. We're like, yeah, we'll check in. We're like, yeah, just check in. Went in, and then the finals I was in the morning watching the finals, and I was like, he really got his trophy. Like,
that's crazy.
It just dripped a little bit. I was like, man.
Because they won 4 in a row. I forgot about that. They were down 2, they won 4 in a row.
Down 2.
It was like a 40 piece, a 50 piece, a 40 piece.
That was a much better finals than this one.
This finals was shit.
It was shit.
I hated both. I wanted it to be a draw. I hate both those teams.
Yeah, I know.
I hate Celtics from Paul Pierce days, and I hate fucking Warriors, obviously, because fucking super team and all that sort of shit, you know what I mean?
I don't hate them, I'm just not interested in either of those teams.
I mean, it's better now than when they had Durant. Durant was the cheat code central, you know what I mean? This was good because I did like seeing Wiggins, you know what I mean? Like, Wiggins was, came out, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. That was sick. And Jordan Poole Party's a great nickname. Well. You can't, like, that's fire, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jordan Poole.
What about you, Big Red? You got any nicknames now?
Me?
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah. Apart from Big Red, obviously, that's a
Big Red, Sea Dog, Rusty.
Rusty, I love that! Rusty! You get that from your grandkids, did you? That's an old man nickname, that.
Hey, Rusty, please another song.
I'm coming up, I'll be right there with you, Giannis.
I would love that. I would love to sit on like a porch and just play guitar and people shout at me and be like, Rusty, you disgusting alcoholic. And we're like, just like,
get off my lawn, boy. Because you're a musical comic, are you? You do both.
I am now. I wasn't for ages, but I do it now. Yeah.
But you've been bringing it on and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been. But then you also do the guitar, but then you can also freestyle as well. I saw you on podcast. You beatbox as well.
I make beats with my little. I've got my little computer with my keyboard. I make some beats and I just
very little.
It's a tiny computer. It's a
it's
phone.
One button.
It's a phone. Yeah. It's a fucking like just the demo. The demo's good enough on the keyboard. The demo's good enough. But yeah, I do all that stuff. I do a lot of things badly. Like that's my thing.
Yeah.
I do nothing well.
Jack of all trades, but master of none.
I'm a whack of all trades. That's the way I do it.
If I could say freestyle on LeBron rap right now, how would you do it? Like, would you?
My mental process would be start thinking. I waste a bit of time. I'd make it seem like I was talking to you. I'd be thinking.
But you'd be thinking about what lads with.
Be like, LeBron. LeBron, Cavs, Laker. You can rhyme that with something. Bronny. You think about what else has he got?
LeBron, he's a Laker, but he sounds like he's a French baker.
Dunk. So you could be like, I see LeBron James running in for the dunk. I reach out with my hand and grab on his junk because I want to meet LeBron James. And then I want to beat him in some one-on-one games. Want to turn around, jump shot, fade away, hit it. And then he goes, hey, see, dog, come and sit with me and my family, like my son, little Bronny. Then we're going to come and roll and we'll smoke a one-skin blunt. And then I'm going to tell you that I think that my wife's a cunt because... Hey! And then Bron starts talking about his feelings and he's really unhappy. And he's just smoking this one skin with me. He's like, I don't even smoke weed anymore, Bron. And he's like, just smoke it. I was like, okay, fine, I'll break my 4-year sobriety just for you. And he's like, listen, this is hard. Being at the top is tough, man. Like, I don't want to buy Liverpool. Why do I do this? That is so much work.
It's like the beat headphones don't even fit on my head properly. It's fucked. But I do it.
None of it stops me being bored.
All my friends have got their handouts constantly. I'm giving you jobs. What do you want from me?
There's no more jobs left.
Yes. That was sick though. Good shit like that.
Safe,
that was
man.
not bad.
Yeah.
That was good.
Once I get in the flow.
Because my mate does a show, I've done it a few times, called Comedians vs Rappers.
Oh yeah.
In Australia, I think he's bringing it over to Edinburgh or whatever.
Oh,
and
man,
it's the same. And I always do well at the comedy portion, but then when it in rap, when it's like
when it comes down
it's
to
all, it's like, this is bad. I'm gonna make you sad, but I'm glad.
Like
you know what I mean?
Day one rapper,
yeah, exactly.
like, with an old like sports mic.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, we're gonna do some jokes. So watch out for you dirty blokes. I'm from Liverpool, and that's cool.
Literally, and I always say to the music, I say, let's go a cappella because the beat throws me. I can't keep up with the beat and rhyme at the same time, so it's like
that's really important.
It's awful, yeah.
Rap,
I know. It is
Do
true.
you listen to a lot of hip hop?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's in my blood. It's in my blood, baby. You know what I mean? I relate to it so well.
I bet if you ever go to the States, right? If you go to like Venice Beach or somewhere, you have guys selling their, well, I don't know if they still do it, but they sell their own CDs and rap and stuff. Like, they would just be on you so quick. Like, my brother!
Yeah.
You listen to hip hop? I know you listen to hip hop. And then you're going to be buying like 25 CDs.
Yeah, leave you with a basketball jersey.
$300 in the hole. What's going on?
You're like, bow wow? You're like, bow.
But they look at me and they're like, no, he's like
smooth jazz.
Yeah, this guy's like an Engelbert Humperdinck motherfucker here.
You're like, oh, keep moving.
Yeah, come on, preppy.
Yeah. What are you doing on the beach? Get in the shade.
But you, they're just like...
yeah.
It's like guy with an afro. Yeah, he's like got your whole back catalogue.
I've got a dashiki on afterwards as well. I'm like, what the fuck? So let's get down to brass tacks. We'll finish it with I need some ideas.
No, we're good.
Yeah, we're alright. So last week I had Dan Tierney on, and we're gonna have you know, Beck. Have you met him?
I know
wheelchair.
Beck. Yeah.
So he's gonna help me get courtside. I'm gonna wheel him down.
Oh, that's sick.
I know. And then Beth, I don't know if you've met him. He doesn't. Dan's just tagging along.
That's just
it was his idea. He was like, "Can I come now?" I'm like, "I mean, I don't need you, but I guess it's your idea."
Another disabled guy can't hurt.
That's what he said. Yeah, literally, we got the two facts.
Yeah, bring your card. You know?
I'm like, "Hey, LeBron, you want to meet me now?" And I'm like, "What about now?"
Yeah, we've got some Make-A-Wish kids here.
Yeah. So that was that plan. What are you thinking?
What am I thinking in terms of get to meet LeBron James?
Yeah.
You've got to get him. I'm sure people have said this before, but like, why can't you get him in a show? Like, why can't you be the comedian in something that when he's there? Like, what
do you mean, like a comedy show or like a TV show?
Well, you need to be doing comedy and you need to see him in the audience. That's where I feel it. Like, you should be blindsided by it.
Yeah.
After all these years of trying and like doing everything you can, taking disabled kids to the fucking games and whatever it is, and like hiding in his bins.
Yeah.
You just gotta be on stage. You seen The Nutty Professor?
Have I seen a fucking love it? Not even that good. I love that movie.
So. Is it Dave Chappelle who's the comedian?
No, Eddie Murphy.
It's Eddie.
No, Reggie. Women be shopping. Yeah, that's Reggie. Yeah, I love that.
So that's got to be you, and you're just out like insult comicing everyone, and also that Key and Peele sketch where he's the insult comic.
Oh yeah.
And there's a guy in the wheelchair, and he's like, "Do me." Yeah. You've got to be doing like riffing on everyone, and then you just like talk to this guy, and he's like, "No." And then you're like, "Oh shit, it's LeBron," and then you just got to start riffing with him. So I'm
like, what do you do for a living?
All-Star Weekend next year, where is it?
I don't know, actually.
Or maybe he's going to be...
Cleveland? No.
Cleveland was last year.
Yeah. Well, this year, but...
Or what about the NBL as well?
Yeah.
If you're in Australia, maybe he'll be looking on the hunt.
Because I met LaMelo Ball there.
I know you told me, that's why I'm thinking that. So you met LaMelo Ball there, you met LeVar Ball, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm proud of that, actually,
So it's got to be, and he's got to be out in the evening, someone takes him along, and then boom. I mean, I know that doesn't help, but it's a nice idea.
No, but that's great, because I've had where I'm an extra on set of one of his movies, and I'm making the crew laugh. And maybe he's over here. But this is even better because that's in my element, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. If I'm ever going to win him over, it's when I'm crushing on, you know what I mean?
But he's friends with Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer was on the latest barbershop.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Because obviously Trainwreck as well. But like, you know what? You should do warm up because you'd be great at warm up anyway.
Yeah.
You'd be so good at that. I don't know. Do you do that ever?
No, I've done like random little things, but not like.
You should
proper,
do that for like
TV
sitcoms, right?
Yeah.
So LeBron is on a sitcom. What sitcom is there any sitcoms still? Like a good black sitcom in front of a live audience.
What's that one with the it's like hashtag Blackish, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And you're doing, but it needs to have a live audience, and you're doing the in-between shows, true. Like the warm-up, you know?
Oh, you like your Fresh Prince of Bel-Air back in the day.
Yeah, and a lot of those shoot in LA, and a lot of that, so you should be doing that, and then LeBron's there, and he's like, holy shit, this guy's really funny, and then afterwards you guys are like, whoa.
That's it, and I'm probably wearing a LeBron James jersey as well, you know what I mean? So, of course. Yeah. Because that's how I met Russell.
You don't take the Mo Salah Liverpool shirts to the States when you go, do you?
No. I mean, I got the scarf, obviously. Yeah, you can't do too much. I got the Liverpool pin on the Lakers jacket over there, you know what I mean? So that's it.
That's tasteful.
Depends how close he's sitting, you'll see. It is. Nice little brooch, actually. I've got a brooch from now on. Not a £1 pin.
Yes, brooches need to come back.
Well, thanks for doing the pod. Thanks for letting me film it in your living room all these years.
You're welcome, Geezer. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Sneaking through the wall.
Yeah, I'm taking that thing down now.
But I like that. That's a lot to think about. I like that. Yeah, somehow, because I'm going to LA. I'm going to some games this season. I'm doing a lot of shows there.
Yeah,
if I can somehow keep inviting them or figure out which comedy club he goes to. I reckon some comedians there. I've probably seen him because he loves comedy.
You'd be great in LA because you have no fear of people, from what I can tell. I don't know you that well.
Yeah.
The Comedy Store is a terrifying place. Well, yeah, but that's just everywhere in Hollywood. So you've got to get used to that.
Yeah.
But the Comedy Store, I found it terrifying because there's all these people, you don't know who's a comic and who's just a wannabe who's like working the room. But you'd be good at that, and once you work that room, you'll meet some people, get on stage. Roast battle there is easy to get on. I've done the Comedy Store.
Really? I've done the Comedy Store in LA, yeah? Not the roast battle, that's sick.
Yeah, well, you can get on the roast battle, but they do like sets before it and stuff.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Did you know the person you were roasting, or you just got some random guy?
No, I didn't do a roast, it was just 5 minutes set beforehand.
Oh, that's
like a bunch of sets, yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
How'd
you go?
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah?
A couple of years ago, I wasn't very good.
I heard otherwise.
Yeah. Well,
I heard you got chucked out viciously.
I got
doing your anti-black gear again.
I badly bombed at the Comedy Store before that. We won't talk about that. That's for the next time I'm on the podcast. I'll tell you about it.
Oh, for sure, yeah, definitely. I'll get you on when Luka wins a ring.
See you next year then, mate.
Yeah, exactly. No, not onion rings, the fat fuck.
Mate, he's been pushing heavy like tractors in Slovenia.
Oh, you know
it.
Summer Luka, that's it, the Summer of Luka. So we gotta go and do it. Alex Camp runs a monthly show. What is it, the mid-Sunday or something?
Yeah, it's like it's the third Sunday, is it? No, it's the second Sunday.
Second Sunday of every month.
Of every other month.
And then what's your Instagram, tell them real quick, and what do you use mainly, socials?
Alex Camp, ALXXCXMP.
Love that. That's sick. I'll put the words there as well.
I did it, that's why I did it that way. I was going to do it the other way.
You're going to make me edit? Right at the end, I'm going to edit now, you dickhead.
Do it in the Uber on the way. Nice one, brother.
See you later.